Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel IT Lab Genius. In today's session, we are taking chapter 1 of recently launched Excel 2022 course, focusing on XP22 Excel chapter 1 cumulative assessment variation. I will guide you through this assignment step by step, making it easy for you to follow, and you can done your assignment by watching this video. Okay, here is project description. You can contact me for your assignments, exams, quizzes, or complete course. You can see your project description here to get idea about your project. Here is project description. Okay. Moving on step number one. Step number one is about Excel workbook. You can download your Excel workbook from your IT Lab dashboard. I have already downloaded Excel workbook from IT Lab dashboard. Let's start our assignment step by step. Okay. Now moving on step number two. Step number two is about use find and replace to find teachers and replace it with education. We will find and replace to find teacher and we will replace with education. We will find teacher and replace it with education. First we select teacher. Okay. Now moving on Excel workbook. Here is Excel workbook. Find and replace. Click on home tab. Go to find and replace. Select find. Here is teacher replace with education. Teacher replacement with education. Okay, all done. We made three replacement. Okay, it's close. Now step number two is completed. Now moving on step number three. Step number three is about spelling errors. Check the spelling of the worksheet and correct the errors. Go to Excel workbook. Go to review tab. Click on spelling. Double click on change. Okay, spell check complete. You are good to go. Okay. I have done three steps. Now I am moving on step number four. Step number four is that delete the row containing the charting basics workshop. Okay. Go to the Excel workbook. Basically, in this tab, we will delete the row that's containing just containing charting basic workshop. Okay. Go to the Excel workbook. Click on row 8. This is charting basic data. Okay. Right click on that. Delete it. Okay. It will be deleted. Fourth step is completed. Now moving on step number 5. Step number 5 is that insert a new row between the big data foundation and data mining row. Copy the row 5 and paste it to the empty row. Change the dates to June 7, 2024 in the range C7 to D7. Enter 11 in cell D7 and 10 in cell H7. Basically, in this tab, we will insert a new row between the big data foundation and data mining row. We will go to the Excel workbook, click on big data mining, right click on it, insert. Okay, new row is inserted between big data foundation and data mining. Okay, now copy the row 5 and paste into empty row. Now we will copy the row 5, right click on row 5, copy, and we will paste on empty row. It will be pasted. Okay, change the dates June 7, 2024 in the range C7 to D7. Basically, in this step, we will change the dates the range C7 to D7. Okay, first select the range. Go to the Excel workbook. The range is selected now. Now tap the date and formula bar. Change the date. It will be changed. Okay. Now enter 11 in cell G7 and 10 in H7. Okay. Go to G7. G7. Enter 11. Change the data 11. and H7 and 10 in H7. Change data in 10 H7. Change the data in H7 10. Okay, it will be changed. Five step is completed now. Now moving on step number 6. Step number 6 is about tab 6 dash 001 in the cell A5. Use autofill to complete the range is 6 to A10. Basically in this step we will tap this data 6001 in cell A5. First this select this data and go to Excel workbook, click on A5, tap in formula bar and click on enter. This data is entered. Now use autofill to complete the range A6 to A10. Go to Excel workbook, double click on this and it will be autofill function. I have completed 6 steps. Now I am moving on step number 7. Step number 7 is that format the dates in the range C5 to D10 with shorter format. Okay, copy this range, go to the Excel workbook. Basically in this step we will change the date format dates in the range this range to short date format. Okay, the range this range is selected. Now go to the home tab. Here is date, here is number, currency, accounting, short date, long term. We will apply short date format. This is applying. Okay, it will be applying. Thank you for watching my video. Now moving on step number 8. Insert a column to right of the end date column. Okay, basically in this step we will insert a new column right of the end date column. Here is end date column, is right of end date column, insert a right of end date column. Okay, tab hash of days in E4. We will tab hash of days in cell E4. Click on cell E4 and tab hash of date. Okay, it will be blank. 8th step of this assignment is completed. Now I am moving on step number 9. Step number 9 is that merge and center the cells H3 and I3. Merge and center the range J3 to L3. Basically in this step we will merge and center. Okay, for applying merge and center, you can select for this range H3 to I3. H3 to I3. For merge and center, go to the home tab. Here is merge and center. It will be merge and center. Now merge and center the range J3 to L3. First we will select this range J3 to L3. Here is J3 to L3 and we will merge and center. Okay, it will be merge and center. Step number 9 is completed now. Now moving on step number 10. Step number 10 is is that for the range A4 to L4 apply the good cell style wrap text instant horizontally. Basically in this step we will select range and apply good cell style and wrap text instant horizontally. First we will select this range. We will select this range. This range selected. Go to home tab. Here is cell style. Go to the cell style. Good cell style. And first we see what good cell style. Okay, go to the cell style. Here is good, bad, natural. We will select good cell style. Then we will wrap text. We will apply wrap text. For wrap text is here that. Click on wrap text and the center horizontally. For applying center horizontally, here is center horizontally. Okay, it will be applying. 10th step of this assignment is completed now. Now moving on step number 11. Step number 11 is that in cell E5 enter a formula to calculate the number of days for the first workshop. Add 1 to the result to include the total number of days including start and end dates. The result may display in the date format. Copy the formula to the range E6 to E10. Basically in this step we will find in cell E5 we will enter a formula cell in E5 to calculate the number of days. the first workshop. Okay, basically in this step we will find the number of days in first workshop. Okay, go to the Excel workbook, click on cell E5. Okay, and date. Add 1 to the result to include the total number of days, including start and end dates, including the start and end, focusing on this, including the start and end date, and end date, subtract from start date. Okay, including the, no, add from 1. Here is add 1 to the result of including the total number of days. Okay, here is fine. Okay, copy the formula to the range E6 to E10. Okay, that will be fine. Here is find data in cell E5. Okay, 11th step is completed. Now moving on step number 12. Step number 12 is that apply number format with 0 decimal places and center the result horizontally in the range E5 to 10. Basically in this step we will apply number format with 0 decimal places. Okay, first we will select this range E5 to E10. Okay, apply number format. Okay, for applying number format, go to the home tab, click on number group. Okay, here is number format, 0 decimal places. Okay, 0 decimal places. Here is decimal places 2. Now we will decrease 1 0. Okay, it will be applying, and then it's center horizontally in the range. Okay, center horizontally in the range. Here is center horizontally in the range. Okay, 12th step is completed now. Now moving on step number 13. Step number 13 is that in cell J5 enter a formula to calculate the gross corporate revenue for the first workshop by multiplying the cost per attended by the number of corporate attended. Copy the formula to the range J6 J10. And basically in this step we will enter a formula in cell J5 to calculate the gross corporate revenue for first workshop. Okay, go to the J5. Here is cost per attendee. Cost per attendee. Okay. Okay. By multiplying the cost per attendee by number of corporate attendee. Okay. Go to the Excel workbook. Cost per attendee multiplying by number of corporate attendee. Okay. Here is fine. Here is fine. Now copy the formula from J5 to J10. Thirteenth step is completed of this assignment. Now moving on step number 14. Step number 14 is that in K5 in cell K5 enter a formula to calculate the gross education revenue by subtracting the education discount rate from 1, multiplying the result by the cost per attendee and multiplying by the number of education attendee. Copy the formula to the range K6 to K10. Basically in this step we will have to enter a formula in cell K5 and enter K5 to calculate the gross education revenue by gross education revenue we will find. Okay, we will calculate. Go to the cell K5 is equal to in this calculate the gross education revenue by subtracting the education discount rate from 1. Okay, discount rate from 1 minus education discount rate G5. Multiplying the result by the cost per attendee and multiplying by number of education. Okay, multiplying the result by cost per attendee. multiplying are cost per attendee and multiplying education. Okay, here is we will find. I have done 14 steps of this assignment. Now moving on step number 16. In cell L5, enter a formula to calculate the total gross revenue by adding the corporate gross revenue and the education gross revenue. Copy the formula to the range L6 to L10. Basically, in this step, in cell L5, enter a formula to calculate the total gross revenue. Okay, to calculate the total gross revenue. By adding the corporate gross revenue and education gross revenue. Okay, go to the L5 is equal to corporate by adding the corporate gross revenue and education gross revenue, and by adding the education gross revenue. Here is fine. We copy the formula L5 L10. Okay, I have done 15 step. Now moving on step number 16. Step number 16 is that format the range G5 to G10 as percent style with 0 decimal place and center the state horizontally. Okay, first we basically in this step we will format the range. We will applying percent style with 0 decimal places on this range C5 G5 to G10. First we select this range. First we will find this range. For applying percent style, go to the number group percentage style with 0 decimal places. Okay, total step of this assignment is 26. I have done 16 step of this assignment. For remaining steps or you want to read for complete course, if you need help in your assignments, your exam, you can contact me through email and WhatsApp. Both are given in description and on my PC screen. You will contact me. I will provide you professional work. I will provide you quality grades. I will provide you 100% grade. Okay, thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and like my video. Subscribe my channel. Thank you so much. Best of luck.